tell us about this car show. What makes it unique compared to other car shows?
Well, what really makes this unique is that it's a 3-day automotive event, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with the cruise-ins that are so popular in Central Florida that happen at the Publix or the Winn-Dixies or the Dairy Queens, but this isn't just an hour or two long cruise-in. This is a 3-day automotive spectacular, and it's a great opportunity for people to come out, and not only can you show a car, but you can get some parts via the automotive flea market, and then we have some special guests. With the big Corvette showcase this weekend, we have people relevant to the Corvette hobby that are going to be here, not only signing autographs, but hosting seminars and educational how-to sessions.
Hey guys, I'm in the Mustang section of this Winterfest car show. As you can see, there's a lot of Mustangs. You got Mustang Bosses, you got Mustang Bullets, you got Mustang Coupes, you got all kinds of Mustangs here. We even have a freaking jet right there. But anyways, I want to talk to some of these Mustang owners and just ask them about their car. Is this a 69?
No, it's a 1970.
Oh, 70, gotcha. And why'd you pick this car out of all the cars?
Because when I was in high school, a friend of mine had a yellow Boss 302, and I always wanted one. So it took me until I was about 64 years old before I was able to get one.
I got Jeff here. We just talked about the 70 Boss 302, but he has a more recent version. And what's the story with this?
Well, this is a 2012 Boss 302, one of 737 race reds. This was a limited production car, revitalizing the old Boss 302. It was the finest Mustang ever made, had the special Boss 302 motor in it, and it's quite something. Again, there was only 3,500 made, going back to the original 1970 Boss.
I'm with the owner of this really awesome Bullet Mustang, and how did you decide to get the Bullet? Were you a fan of the movie?
Well, I was looking for a Mustang, and this one here was up in Palm Coast, and I had been looking for about 8 months, and most of them I looked at were pretty beat up. But I found this one up there in Palm Coast, and I purchased it. For me, it's something that brings me back to when I was younger, like you. And it reminds me of the old cars I used to drive, the standard shifts and everything. It's a really, it's a retro car, and it's just the style of it I fell in love with.
What's been your favorite car today, besides this, of course?
Well, I like that old Galaxy there.
All right, guys, so this is the auction site, and this is where all the cars are going to be. We got this little race car here. So we have like a freaking Magnum PI car over here. And we got a Boss Mustang. It's another 302, got the rear louvers on it. And this is where all the magic's gonna happen, guys. So this is the actual auction site. You can see everyone's getting seated. It starts in like 15 minutes. And there's gonna be all kinds of crazy cool cars over here.
It's $75 million, $100, $100, anybody goes for $100.
If I were to do one event today, what would you highly recommend?
I would suggest you get to the collector car auction. We're going to see 200 plus cars cross the auction block today, and when we do these auctions here at Lakeland, we usually run 400 plus across during the entire weekend.
Hey guys, so I just checked out that auction, and it was pretty entertaining. The guy was talking so fast, and actually saw things that I liked. You guys saw that 1/10 scale Malibu General Lee for sale, the RC. I was gonna bid, but I didn't know what the guy was saying, so I didn't bid on it, but it only sold for $100. That is dirt cheap for a box version of the General Lee. Anyways, I'm still walking around. Right behind me is a Buick Riviera. Looks like a fourth generation Riviera, so like the 70, 74, 75 or something like that. A little before my time, but this is the kind of car you would see, you know, back in the 70s. So I saw a lot of these growing up. Taking a break from all the car action, getting some strawberry action. We're in the MJC classic car section, and I do like these. Here's a Jeep. Here's a classic safari vehicle. This is a Toyota Land Cruiser. You don't see too many of these nowadays. And over here we got this really long car. It's a second generation Bonneville. And it's ridiculously long. I don't know if you can get the scale of that car right there. Here's my wingspan. And over here you have the AMC Hornet. That is something you really don't see. AMC made cars like the Javelin, the Gremlin, and this is probably one of my favorite cars of all time. This is a 1970 Roadrunner Hemi. Hey guys, check out this 65 Corvette. This thing sold like once you put it on the trailer. This is like one of the best looking cars here. I know it looks kind of weathered, but that's character right there, guys. Now I just found out there were cars back in the 70s that were electric cars, and this is called the city car, CVI Electric, and this car company was based out of Sebring, Florida, and I have never actually seen these kind of cars before, but I didn't know there were electric cars back in the 70s. So very compact design, kind of spacey looking, like sci-fi. Yeah, you can see back in the day they tried to be electric. Yeah, if you look inside, it's a two-seater. Hey guys, this area, all these cars are for sale, and they're actually all in really good-looking condition. Let's look around. I want to see which car I would get if I had money. Okay, I've never seen anything like this one before. You got this old-looking, hot rod here. If you want to see like really old, look at that thing. But I've decided if I was gonna get a car here, I would probably pick this Mustang Grand. It's got that look of a Mustang, and it's got a very low-key, figure to it. So most people never see these kind of cars, and that's the kind of car I like. The ones that aren't, too popular. So I'm starting to see more Mopar. We got a GTX Roadrunner and a Dodge Dart, and back over there we saw some Roadrunners or Satellites. I think it's the Roadrunners. They look the same. So you can kind of see the back end. And over here we got something that you don't see too much. This is a 72 Dodge Dart. Hey guys, so we just finished up at the Winter AutoFest Auto Show, Carlisle in Lakeland, Florida, and it was a very big event. Actually, it's probably one of the biggest car events I've ever been to in Florida. And I did see a lot of cool cars, like you can see here on the side of the road here. There are cool cars coming. Let's go look over here. Yeah, so you got some vintage cars, and then you got some newer cars like the Corvette Stingray right there. But yeah, I saw lots of other great cars I don't see too often, like the Mustang Mach and the Mustang Boss, 69 and 70. Those are really cool. Saw a Dodge Dart. Actually, I saw like 4 of those cars. And hey, look at that. Looks like we got a Mustang Coupe, followed by a Ford Maverick. Yeah, so it's cool to see all these really cool cars in. Just walking around here, and this all takes place in this air museum type area. No, it's not an air museum, it's like an airfield. I saw an F-14 Tomcat. There was like a MiG. There's some biplane way up there. So yeah, I love this event. I love seeing the car auction. I wish I bid it on something like the General Lee RC car. Had some really good food at the concession stand. So I would highly recommend this event if you like car stuff, hanging out with the family and just meeting a lot of friendly folk.